Hey guys, picked up this, I don't know, I think it's a 73 or 74 Aermacchi 350 SS. Um, as you can see, it's been kind of modified. Um, it, I just got it running, just got it idling. And it idles high. I can't get it to settle out. And at first I had the throttle slide in the wrong position. Now it's in the right position, and I can't get it to idle nicely. Anyhow, I got this bike on a for 200 bucks. It was missing the tank seat, pegs, and that's about it. At any rate, it didn't have a title, so I always wanted to have a flat tracker Aermacchi, and I figured that this was a pretty good candidate for a flat tracker. I did some stupid modifications that I'll point out. For instance, I got rid of the rubber and put these two clamps on for the handlebars. I don't know if you can see them. Got that, got rid of that. So I could put a different size, wider handlebars. Put this gas tank on, just put some welds in on the edge, not on the tank itself, to mount it on the front deal here. And then in the back, I cut it, but then I had to make a little tang that went under the seat here to bolt that up. So that's all bolted up. I welded this channel iron, or this L iron, for the rear seat mount. And then I thought, well, I was looking at old pictures of flat trackers, and they always had these little pillions in the back. Well, I was at I bought a bunch of parts from an estate, and this was in the bundle, and it's off of a Bridgestone. So I don't know. And then I bobbed the fender, shortened it up, cut the frame, shortened the frame up also. And then to keep the brackets, I welded back in here. And then welded that. And then there's another bracket in here that holds the back of the seat. So that's all there. I trimmed a lot of accessories off. I don't know what came here. I don't know. I don't know what was there. But I cut them off. And just hacked off a lot of little tabs and things that you just ain't gonna need on a flat tracker. The shocks are pretty good. I'm not using the stator. It's this guy here. I'm not using this to charge the battery. That's a Duracell deep cycle battery. It's the kind of battery they use in a lot of the Razor motorcycles and stuff. So they're deep cycle. So pretty much one charge will pretty much keep this guy going all day in the ignition department. So yeah, I got that seat from eBay. That was, I think, 29 bucks plus whatever. So that came. That's why I put that on and left the gold spring on. I just thought, well, let's make it cheesy. And then the Ninja tank, and I don't know if that's off of a Honda tank. I think that's a Honda tank from like an XR or something. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, so I welded the tabs there. And what else? Oh, I had to make a shifter for it. It was missing the shifter also. So I made the shifter. I got to shorten it up. It's a little too long. And, I'll be darned. Every time I bring a bike in here, When I pick them up, the forks aren't leaking. When I get them home, they start leaking right away. And these things, I don't know, there's like 4 quarts of oil in these damn things. They've been leaking forever. I just can't. I've been trying to weed it out. And haven't been able to. So, Paul, okay, so let's go over the ignition. Ouch. Ow. Let's go over the ignition real quick. That I kind of just saved what was there. That points are beat up pretty bad. I ordered a new set. I used this heavier wire, but I'm rethinking it. I think I'm gonna go smaller wire. There's the on-off switch. It's connected to the ground, so I figure once you cut off the ground, there's no chance of anything burning the battery down or anything. I cleaned and painted the air box, and then I put in a kill switch, and I wired it to the one side of the coil, and then wired this to the ground. So you can kill it right here. It says start, but it's kill. And just kept. I think I cut the ignition. Yeah, there's the ignition deal. It was there. I cut that off. I trimmed a whole bunch of stuff off of here. Tabs and things, and just stuff that I wasn't going to need, wasn't going to use. I am going to use these here, these mountings for a number plate, though. So that's got to get in there. I'm going to get some one of those plastic number plates and the square ones, and I think I'm going to just trim it to that, and and then put the numbers there, and then just put a regular number plate in the front. The whole back end I went through. I greased the bearings, cleaned the brake pads, loosened chain up. It was tight as a drum. Oh, the exhaust. That's another thing. They used to have this long exhaust up to here, and I just trimmed them off right there. There was amazing amount of seeds that came out of there. I don't know how they got in there, but there was a lot of seeds. They might have came in from the other side. Who knows? But they got evicted as soon as I started it. The front end I didn't do much with. It's a double leading brake, so it's actually a pretty nice brake. And I'm just not sure. In short track, you probably don't want to use the front brake. And long track, you probably want to use the front brake. I don't know. I've seen both. I've seen no brakes, so. The engine seems to it runs good. I mean, man, this thing is strong. It smokes a little. It's a 4-stroke, and I think I overfilled it a little bit, too. We got a leak down here on that banjo bolt. Fix that. Little drip on the banjo bolt underneath there. Probably got to put another seal on it. But yeah, and then this deal I made, it's from a lawnmower guard that I forgot to put on another lawnmower, and thought, wow, that'll work good for this shield so you don't get your ankle in that. And that's about it for that. Made this little mounting bracket for the battery. It's in there tight. Oh, now it's not. Damn it. I'll have to figure out how to make sure it bungee it down. But But this is it. I mean, I'm not even gonna change the tires. The tires aren't that bad. They're not cracked. The front ones are a little check worn. These were oddballs because it had an 18-inch rear tire and then a 19-inch front tire. Don't know why. Not sure. But you can get 18-inch flat track tires, but this is what they basically used back in the day, I believe. Something like this. I mean, you can get a little more aggressive tire, I guess. But, you know, a lot of tracks, they turn into blue groove, and it's all about just traction then. And I don't know, an aggressive tire helps in a blue groove. But the thing stops pretty darn good. I still got to figure out why it just won't idle real well, and that's kind of erratic. And I checked for leaks, air leaks, and I think I fixed them all. I had, like I said, I had the throttle the wrong way. So that should be pretty good. And that's a 30 millimeter Del Orto. And I don't know. It seems like it's a, I don't know. I've always had good luck with Del Ortos. Del Orto. And yeah, I gotta do a little bit of work on the headset. I just want to maintenance it, check the bearings, clean grease before I do anything too crazy on a track. But this thing is a hog, though. It takes 2.6 quarts of oil. Well, that's a lot for a motorcycle, I guess. I don't know. It seems like a lot. But, and that, you know, that's your tack drive right there. It's cool to watch it spin. That's another problem. I gotta find a cover for that. Either metal or plastic. Get rid of that duct tape, and because it's I mean, it's directly connected. I mean, it's in the crankcase, and then you can hear that thing. Almost sounds like a speaker. You know, you can hear that duct tape is vibrating, and it really makes a weird sound when you're riding. But I don't know, I gotta get rid of that and then put something in place. I was almost thinking of cutting the whole thing off and then just putting a whole plate on top of that. Drilling and tapping, and then just put a whole plate right on top of that instead. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, it's a general rundown. These Aermacchis were pretty cool bikes. This is all forged here. This is forged, I believe. It's hard to tell. It may be cast. It's probably cast. I'm sorry. But usually you can't weld on cast, and these guys were welding on that. So that's why it makes me think that these were forged. These, I don't know what you call them, frame spars, I guess. But these, compared to the other Aermacchis, this frame was actually stiffer and really meant it's triangulated pretty much to the headset, so there's no wiggle. It's not twisting on you, which is pretty good, I guess. I guess that's a good idea. Before, it was just a single tube that went back. So, they got away 73, 74. They got away from that with this frame. And I don't know if they just ran into safety regs or what. You know, but at any rate, yes, those are spindly little 30 millimeter forks. And I don't know, all of the flex that's taken out of there, they're where they're pushed over here. So anyway, well, next time I hope we'll have her running. Well, I know it runs, but I want to show you guys how it runs. It's got quite a bark to it, and people in the neighborhood freak out when they see me riding around on it. Well, have a good night, guys.